Well, this Hootie.
Yes. Freddie JB.
Two stupid dogs.
What's up, my friend?
Yeah, Sooty.
Yeah, man, it's Freddie JB.
And it's Two Stupid Dogs podcast.
Two stupid dogs.
Yeah.
She made it clap for a nigga. She made it
Clap for a nigga?
Then she threw it back on a nigga.
You throw it back on a nigga? Michael Berry.
Billie Jean.
Christian Dior.
Yeah, I'm in all the stores. R.I.P. Pop Smoke. You know what time it is, man. We on this episode. Everybody in this bitch bark 1, 2, 3. Woo. There was like a kennel over here. There was a kennel over there. Sprinkled all big dog shit. Big dog energy. You already know what it is. And as you can see, we got Slim Baby Jesus, Conquistador Russ in the building. Shout out to Sam Comfort. What it do, player?
Semi bang bong in this BI. 2 stupid dogs and 1 stupid Jew. Let's get this goo.
That's fucking pod, bro.
Is Jew a derogatory term? Like saying like
context.
Okay.
Context.
All right.
You know, it's weird because I'm not one of those white gentlemen that says the N-word, but every now and then there's that one white dude like that for some reason like black dudes like let get away with like saying the N-word. Right. I don't know if you've seen it. Like
we've seen it. There was one time. There was one time we was playing ball. Hit? Yo, there was one time we was all playing ball. Nice knows it. We was all playing ball, and this one white dude, like, it was all of us black, and it's cool. But he's like, come on, nigga, come on, man. And he was, like, going hype. And me and Nice looked at each other, and we were like, dude, like, do we say something right now?
I already know you guys know this, but, like groups of white people, like, will be playing basketball, and they'll, like, be talking trash like that. I'm like, dude, these are not my people.
Yo, the funniest shit.
It's that they grew up with them, so it's kind of like.
The funniest shit that I ever heard. The funniest shit that I ever heard was a white boy. I heard some white dude online saying, "But we created the word."
Oh,
like, did we say?
You know what?
I was like.
He's trying to die. That's what he's trying to do. Wow.
But back on the context of Jew and the way I perceive it, if you're like, it's like, yo, that's my bro, Sammy the Jew. You know, it's like, that's my bro, Sammy the Jew. Like, I'll be like, yo, why you guys say like that?
It's a vibe.
You know I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I always felt like it was just like the N-word is just a derogatory term, but Jew is just a short version of Jewish. That's like when transsexuals get mad because you call them a tranny.
Yeah.
Like, all I'm doing is shortening the word.
That's it. All it is.
It's weird, like
making it easier. You know what I'm saying?
Just making it easy.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, like being a Jew, like the way I perceive it, it's like being like a white black.
You know what though? Yeah. Hey, I grew up Jehovah's Witnesses, Jewish and Jehovah's Witnesses were like, you know what I'm saying?
And what's weird for me is like I'm not religious. I'm like ethnically Jewish. That just sounds so fucking
because it's like an ethnicity and it's also religion. So it's like,
is it? How is it an ethnicity though?
Because like that was my where my fucking people came from. Like the Catholics and the Christians like didn't like fuck with my ancestors or whatever. And even still like really like strict Jewish people, they I didn't get a bar mitzvah and I have tattoos and stuff. Like you're not supposed to have tats
at all
and stuff. And so they're like, I don't like you. And like some like strict like Catholics and stuff. Like
I got one question, not to trail off on this. Like, why are you guys so paid? Like Jewish people be paid, bro.
I'm not.
Isn't there like a thing where they save money or they don't save? All right, so they don't spend the first
what
year
I've heard
of their income or something like that.
It goes back to some old ass shit where they just force the Jews to be bankers and lawyers. They're like, all right, you dirty Jews, take care of our money and help us with this legal shit. We don't want to do it. It's hard. Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's the edge on how shit works.
Thinking.
Little adversity.
And you guys,
and
after the Holocaust, you guys got paid out. That's the difference between like the Holocaust and basically African American slavery.
But
because we didn't although both were very horrible.
Oh, of course.
Right? You guys got like grants and like it kind of like I don't know, like paid out for it. And your reparations and your history, like in Germany, it's illegal to even talk about
Yeah, they don't. They don't even say. They don't even teach it in schools.
Here's the
like
here's
that was
my,
like they're trying to erase it.
Here's my here. I'm not saying like Sam Comfort has the money, but here's what I'm saying.
He got the money.
Is y'all represent reparations is hip hop, right?
No, that's something that we built from the ground up, and that we still have to. That's something that we built from the ground up, and still white people have their hands in.
Oh, dude, it's for that's a conversation for another day.
If they want to do reparations, I think the biggest way for them to give us reparations is give us the first. Give us the keys.
Free.
No, give us the keys to all this legalization of weed. Like we should be the first getting.
Why?
Why? Because they've locked so many up that look like us for weed in small possessions.
I don't think that has to do with reparations.
I don't think it has to be weed,
I think that should happen.
You're not
though.
listening
like,
at all.
All right.
What I'm saying to you guys is that if you want to start reparations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make it so it's easy for us to start those businesses as far as weed because it makes sense. You guys locked us up for this stuff so long, and most of the people in jail for these small petty crimes, which start a life of crime.
But you can say the same thing. They locked us up a lot for crack cocaine.
So,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say legalize it, but just because they locked us up for it doesn't mean we should get that market. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying why we
of reparations.
Yeah, but you could just say reparations like Native Americans
should happen, dude. But like it's not.
Native Americans,
happen.
they took their land. That's their land, so that's how they get reparations.
So you don't think we deserve reparations?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but why weed?
Sure.
Why the weed market? We could get something else.
I know that, but I'm saying that's booming right now.
So because it's booming, we should get that.
They should give it to us. Why not? Especially because it makes sense for all of the things that has been happening. Like, dog, if that's the next thing, especially because it has medicinal purposes, so you're in the sphere of hospitals, and then you're also for the recreational purpose.
Personally, I feel like we should get more of an agriculture like type of thing because we on the backs of like weed, tobacco. That's what we were growing, so we should get out of that business. And even like if you know about Rhode Island and Newport. A lot of the houses were built from like slavery, so we should get the homes in Newport.
The White House,
you know what I mean?
Man.
The White House, we should get that type of reparation. I'm just saying, I feel what you're saying with weed, but I'm just trying to understand why weed. I just think agriculture is on the backs of slavery, so we should get that.
I'm not picking weed for.
Yeah, because it's just the next boom.
It's the next boom.
I get that.
So why not start generational wealth that way instead of trying to go back and find something that's always been there,
right? And
like, oh, you can have this now. When no, weed's the next boom of things, and it's starting to go crazy. And look at all the people that's selling it legally. It's like, dog, these motherfuckers. Like somebody made a post I seen that said, weed stores are starting to look like IKEA.
No,
like
big facts.
And like, dog, we should have that.
Dispensaries are nuts.
I watched the movie Life last weekend.
What, Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, no, like this just made me think of the movie.
That
Life.
movie is actually
and
crazy.
I like it's funny shit, but that
was because
deep.
And it was
like,
because of alcohol,
wild.
Right?
Yeah.
Prohibition.
Yeah, bootleg,
so speaking of alcohol, you know what I'm saying? We got the Carla Rossi popping and got my favorite wine jam jar.
Sweet
You know what I'm
Wizzy.
saying? If you want to sponsor us, we'd appreciate it.
And I'm sipping out of a Stella Artois
You know what I'm saying?
glass.
We got the Ciroc.
If y'all want to check out the Two Stupid Dogs for a sponsor,
You already know. But
give them cash.
Give them cash. We want sponsorship. We want percentages. We want all of that. You already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? But prohibition, we should get alcohol too, nigga. Something. You know what I mean? But I'm all for it. But the reason why we're here, ladies
Black
and gentlemen.
History Month, man.
Facts. The reason why we are here is because my main man, Sam Comfort. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? I know we started kind of weird and whatnot.
Yo, dude, I'm groovy. I'm feeling bubbly. It's been a wild weekend. I did stand-up comedy for the third time this past.
Where'd you do it at Comedy Connection?
No, not yet. Haven't gotten that room yet. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I went to an open mic in East Providence. These dudes, it's like newer organization, City Celebrity PVD, put it together. Nice. It was it was a good room. They had $5 margaritas. Miss Marrows was headlining. King Cyrus was in the building.
Shit. She's dope.
This dude Smooth Daniels was singing too. Like, that was a beast. That was wild.
So for people that don't know, so who is Sam Comfort? Because you just talked about comedy, but you also mentioned that you have an album coming out, and you also started in radio.
Yeah,
so
dog,
like,
we'll start at the beginning.
Yeah,
so
dude,
like,
what the fuck, man?
freaking,
You out here.
my mom and dad had sex in the 90s.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
The beginning.
dude.
And you
Yeah,
was
dude.
that one strong one that
Yeah,
just
bro, dude, I'm fast. Dude,
6'9"
I
fast
still
or,
nut
like,
fast to the like. Yo, yeah. So yeah, dude, I like originally from Framingham, and then I
Massachusetts.
moved to Hopkinton. Went to middle school out there.
Yeah.
Went to high school at Keefe Tech. Shout out Keefe Tech. They were originally the Unicorns, but when I went there, they be. When I went there,
The what?
When I went there, I was like, nah, none of this prissy shit. We cutting off the horns, and they became the Broncos.
Oh, okay. That
Um,
sounds a little
They
bit
said
better.
Unicorns. Who thought of it?
Yo, the school was founded in the 70s. So they were all fucking drugged out, disco and shit. You know, disco. Yeah. Quaaludes.
Quaaludes.
Yo, we got our boy Rich in the back.
Can you even
I
still
just
get
met
that
him
shit?
today. He's from
Shout out to Rich.
He's from Detroit, dude. This is the first person I ever met from Detroit, and like he sounds like a cowboy. It's fucking badass.
I love it.
Yo,
He said, "Well, fuck
To
you,
me, dude,
nigga."
I probably sound like a
Fuck
cartoon
you.
character to you, man. Yeah. No? Oh shit. Oh, word.
Sound like
I
Boston
fuck with it.
Framingham. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dude. So it was a tech school. I studied plumbing because I was like Hopkinton was like a nice suburban town, and like I wasn't fucking poor, dude. Like weed every night, but just like I like
How's the
I
Jewish
find
weed? The Jewish weed probably
fire, dude.
I know it's lit.
Fucking fire. Look at me. I'm slouch. For the YouTube, like this is me sitting up all the way. But like here,
You
this is where
high as
I'm
a
at right
motherfucker.
now.
I love it.
Yeah, no, mine isn't. Mine doesn't.
No, I grew that in my backyard.
Bro, dude, kosher weed would deadass have to be blessed by a rabbi.
Bro, that'd be nuts.
I wouldn't mind that.
That'd be nuts.
Yo, the holy
and
weed.
then the bong be holy water.
With
or
oh,
something.
dude.
Holy water buck. Oh my god.
Wow.
Nuts.
But yeah,
saying?
dog, I studied plumbing when I was in high school because like I didn't think I was like
Come on,
gonna
dig
do
these
shit,
bitches out.
and I still really haven't done shit.
Yeah,
But
Mario.
yeah,
So how did you get into radio and music? Let's talk
yeah.
about
So
that
when
then.
I wrestled in high school and like I got recruited by some schools, and I was like, I don't want to be a plumber. Like I was literally what made me want to go to college is like Blue Mountain State was on Netflix, and I was like,
Wow.
yo. I'm pretty good at wrestling. I was like,
So you went to college,
bro,
based on
literally
a Netflix-
everything,
Alright.
dude,
That's funny.
everything that's ever motivated me in my life is because of women.
Really?
That's life.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
wrestled women then? That was something.
No, no, do things
Nah,
to it. You got to be the man. You got to be the man, dude.
Gotta be the man. Strong side.
Am I wooing you, madam?
I'm like, that's every nigga ever. Y'all just don't say it, but that's
What do you live for? Nick?
I feel like I'm obligated to say my kids.
Yeah, obligated.
Oh shit, we got a mom in here.
That's it.
Can I say MILF?
Oh, love it.
God, blushing.
Yo, I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend, but if you ever want to get down with us, hit me up. So
Fucking love it. All right, so but the radio, so you okay.
So I went to college. Like literally, like you're gonna really figure out. Like I'm a dumb guy, dude. Like I have a reptilian brain.
Wow.
So I was watching Blue Mountain State. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to school. I was either Bridgewater State or Rick, and I liked rap and shit. Like I was like one of the few kids that rapped at my school and just like freestyle and stuff. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna make more connections.
Did you battle
if I-
anybody back then too? Like freestyle rap? Or just freestyle rapping, no battle rapping?
A couple times, and it was like nothing
too
like
crazy.
anything crazy. It was just like we were both trash.
Right.
Like,
And what do you battle rap in Framingham? You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, fucking who can fucking walk the farthest
exactly. All suburban.
to the corner store.
Meet you in the woods, cut the back.
Bro, I don't even know, but shout out Framingham. Like there is a scene out there.
Yeah?
There really is, and I
like that.
respect and love everyone that is like pushing hard out there.
That's
like
what's up,
like
that's
doing
what's
it because like that's where I came up, and I'm gonna give a big shout out
Rap it hard,
to my
bro.
boy J Biz who started doing shit in 2010 and still pushing it.
So you went to Rick and
Yeah.
you started doing
Phys phys ed, doggy.
phys ed.
Dude, I was a phys ed major because I was like,
Wow.
I love wrestling. I was
Right,
like,
right.
that's my shit. And then like wrestling season started and stuff, and like I was getting my ass whooped. Like I wasn't that good in college. There was like different rules. Everyone was nice. Look at me, dude.
Right. Look at me, dude.
Come on, like the weight class I wrestled was 125. Like I'm
Woo!
still like that weight. And like there would be dudes cutting from
God
140
damn.
to 125. I'm like, you're a fucking douchebag. You're like, I want to fuck dudes up because if I'm at my natural weight, then I'll get my ass kicked because I'm a little pussy.
Oh my god.
Dude, dead ass,
God.
dude.
you was getting
Wrestlers are
tossed around,
fucking
pause.
weird.
Woo!
Dude, I was getting my ass whooped. Dude, my first match in college, it was we went all the way up to Ithaca, New York, and
Ithaca.
and I was the first one to wrestle because like the guy who was like wicked nice, shout out Johnny Murray. He's now the assistant coach for Rick. He would like eligibility or whatever. So I was like to start, and I was hurt already, but I was like, fuck it, I want to get it, and I lost the match 14-1. And there's like a mercy rule. It's called a tech, and if there's a 15-point differential, then you would have lost, dude. On the last buzzer, I'm going to get a stand up, and like it's buzzing. And I'm like, all right. And this kid, excuse me, was such a tryhard. He just lifted me up and slammed me. I posted my arm out, broke my elbow.
God,
I was
damn.
I was out for the rest of the season.
Sheesh.
And like,
Your team was happy. They was like, yo,
Yeah.
let this motherfucker hold this down.
yeah, but like that really like did help me like that. Like I'm glad like everything back. I eventually got kicked off the team my junior year because like me and the coach like didn't really see eye to eye. That's a story for another day. It's a pretty fucking wild story, but I ain't gonna put too much of that shit on blast.
Hopefully he wasn't touching nobody. That's who you like.
Nah, he never diddled. I don't think
diddled.
You never diddled.
not me.
All right, so not me
me.
at least. He's like, I'm good.
I don't know about anybody else.
But let's talk about your music. So before
like
you
some
got
nigga.
here, we just started listening to your shit, bro. I really fuck with Closure, bro. That was a dope track.
Yeah, that was
you got a
fun.
couple of stuff with Jesse Piff.
Jesse Piff,
Yeah,
New York
he's a
Morning.
beast. Yes,
We
sir,
have a
yes, sir.
collab album that is. If you said hopefully there ain't no delay because what happened before did not lead me to believe y'all gonna have the shit on time. Yo,
Coming at us, yo.
because I told you I just want to roast. I was like, I'm ready
That's
to
it.
fucking roast.
That's it. You know what though?
I
Like, you
can't
get
be
into-
serious. I can't be
when
serious,
you,
dude.
Yo,
when you
that's
premature
nah,
nut,
like,
bro.
and like this never
like,
happened
bro.
before. I promise you, this hasn't happened before.
When you come too early,
That's
like,
a lie.
I swear to God, I swear.
This is the first time we had technical issues.
Oh my!
Nah,
Oh,
funny shit though, there was one time we recorded a whole episode and none of it recorded.
Bro,
what'd you tell the guest?
it was a slow day.
Nah, I think it was just us.
Yeah, it was just
and
us.
we recorded a whole episide.
And it was
And we
lit.
looked at each other after and we was like, we're not running it back.
Yeah, you were like,
I looked
let's
I
go
looked at
home.
it and I was just like, he looked at me, I looked at him, I was like, yeah, we're not doing this. This is a
Yo, but New York Morning is out right now. Sam Comfort and Jesse
Yeah,
Piff.
yeah.
10 track tape that we started working on in 2018. Dude, deadass what inspired the album is we did a show. It was like back when I was DJing with Spaka doing a bunch of the
so you
showcases.
DJ as well. Dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like, yeah, dude.
Dabble in
Fuck
everything.
yeah. I DJ. Yeah, it was when I was DJing, we were performing, and we're like, we're going to get trippy after the show. And we were fucking wilding, like roaming around Brooklyn, just looking at all like their graffiti going crazy.
And that
And
kosher
then-
weed.
Yeah, it was after we dropped Nightcap. It wasn't too long after
track
that.
is pretty straight too.
And we were like, yo, let's make an album. And Bamboo, we recorded that on my birthday.
Nice.
In 2019, yeah, shit, dude.
Damn.
On my 24th birthday, and me and Spaka opened up for Shoreline Mafia,
Nice,
day.
bro. Dope
And-
shit. Dope shit.
and yeah, and then just the rest of like. 20
I really like you guys' chemistry too. Like when on music, like what made you guys connect? Like how was that? Like how did that start?
dude? Just doing shows like Spaka brought us together because him and Piff, like they were homeboys. Like Piff was out the game for a bit because he had a kid.
Yep.
And like
Just kinda
I started
connected from there,
I met Spaka because like one of my friends was doing a show, and I like brought my camera. I started taking pictures,
Yep.
and I was like DJing on the side. And then he was like, "Yo, let me know when you're ready." And then freaking homie just threw me in that shit, and
It was
just
lit. It was
dude,
lit ever since.
Yeah, man. The first like hip hop show I ever DJ'd, I opened up for Denzel Curry.
Oh, nice.
No
Nice.
way.
And
Dope.
and me and Social Norm, like he's still my roommate now, but he was my roommate in college. We both we had the Church 808 radio show together. We both pulled up to the show, and like we were in the crowd. I forget which song it was. It's one of the older ones that just like blew up. But he was like, "Yo, I want to pull someone on stage, like to sing this song." And he pulled up Norm. Norm rapped the whole song, and like I just ran up on stage and was filming. And Denzel Curry grabbed the both of us and then just like threw us in the crowd.
Especially when you weigh 125, man.
Yeah,
Like,
he fucking tosses.
So my thing is, so you got DJ going on, you got comedy going on, you got music, you got wrestling, you got plumbing. So what's what's like your main passion? Like because I'm only saying that because
Sex. Yo.
what's your passion, my nigga?
Dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but no,
He be plumbing and drilling.
Bro. I did ask not even right now, dude. Dude, I've really found out love, bro.
Word.
Love, bro. My relationship is that's like the number one thing that I work on right now.
I love that. So is this somebody new? Because on your skit on one of your albums, you had like a.
This is not my ex.
Okay. But this was a recent ex. No, well, your last ex, I should.
Dude, this is
caught up.
Yo,
I got it.
We can do.
But it was a good skit though. That's why I want to ask.
We could talk about that because part of like who I am is like I'm very open. But this is like honestly my second girlfriend. Like my first girlfriend was my like that high standards, low self-esteem is about my first heartbreak, going through my first heartbreak. Like I had my first girlfriend in college and stuff. And dude, I was just like, dude, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm just fucking.
In college, I figuring it out because in the skit, it was like mostly her talking about how she couldn't find herself and didn't want you involved in it and. Or something like that, and you kind of walked away from it.
Yeah, I hope I did a good representation.
Right,
I was paraphrasing.
Your perception is what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it was. So what's so special about? Not saying what's so special, but you found somebody and
my lovely girlfriend.
Shout her out, man. Shout
Peyton.
her out. The camera's right there. Let her
Peyton.
know.
Look at the camera.
You already know.
Okay,
yeah,
Peyton.
dude.
She's been here before too. I've seen you guys. Come
Yeah, dude.
Vibe.
That's my ride or die. Like
Love
just like she's funnier than me. She's just a fucking goofball. We just chill, get litty, you know.
Watch Wine and watch Under Arrest on Netflix.
Yeah, dude. Drink some wine, watch some crazy TV,
right?
and
Hopefully you go get your
eat some ass.
definitely.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Get some ass.
Eat some ass, get my ass eaten.
Woo!
Bro.
Sexual
Don't knock
reciprocity.
it
That's
till
what
you
I'm
try,
talking
bro.
about.
I was a sexual demon here.
Bro, I'm a demon. Dude, I told you,
Glasses
dog,
with
I have
sexual
gypsy
glasses.
blood. I tell you.
You look like it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and we'll bring it up now. Now that we're really fucking potting. I look like a conquistador. I have a bit right now that I'm working on. It's about me looking like a conquistador because I'm a mixture of a bunch of different whites, and one of them if you're European
Whites.
Spanish,
So you got
you're
white. You got
Yeah.
you
So
got white.
that's definitely in there.
Yo, that's dope as hell. So, but another thing I fuck with you with is your podcast. So you're big into podcasting as well. You got the Boom Boom Show, which is fucking lit. Yo, I got
Fuck yeah.
You gonna mix wines?
Thank you, bro.
I did. Yeah, you know,
bro.
brother. Fuck it.
We're gonna
Wine's
slime.
wine. It's not like spirits, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Wine is wine.
It's fucking juice. It's like, oh, you're drinking apple juice and grape juice? Slow down.
slow down.
First of all, nothing better than white grape juice, bro. That shit's fire.
Welch's. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
I
So
feel
the-
that. I know.
so
what's
why
going
did you
on.
start the Boom Boom Show, bro? That
Bro,
shit is actually so.
Well, you
just-
see,
yeah, talk to us.
you see how I'm getting interviewed on a podcast right now.
Come on.
Yep.
Doesn't happen often for you, boy. So I'm like, fuck hitting these people up, trying to charge me to
Charge you?
trying to charge me to go on a radio show.
Charge
I
people?
see what you're saying, yeah.
Or just fucking just leaving me on red, but hitting me up to go to their events and shit. And I'm like, yo, I know who wants to hear me. I studied communications in school. I have a fucking laptop. I got a camera. This shit's hard and annoying. I work 40 hours, sometimes 45 hours a week, plus putting shows together and DJing and trying to write shit, having a girlfriend. But fuck it, like I can't get as many podcasts out as much as I want to right now.
Yeah.
But it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I was just like, yo, fuck it. Like, you have to do it. And that's what, dude, by the end of this decade, rappers are going to be having their own podcast.
Oh, absolutely.
Like a lot of big time rappers already do.
Absolutely. Because like the barriers of entry is so easy, bro. You literally, I got a boy that has a podcast just doing this.
But yeah, so
and then, boop, right on
pretty much
so
the reason why I started the Boom Boom Show, I was salty. And I was like, I'm a podcast fan. I love Joe Rogan, love Joe Budden, so many other comedians, Chris D'Elia's, Bill Burr, like podcasts
Bill
are
Burr's fucking hilarious.
Codpasts are great.
What is it?
Codpasts.
Codpasts.
I misspoke. And I didn't correct myself.
I thought it was some new shit I was like, put on to.
There's some different shit.
Dude, sorry, there's gonna be some point. Just remember, dude. Like, I'm really fucking going full. Dude, I'm just like, shout out Jamie Foxx. I'm like, dog, you can do it all.
You really could though. You
know
could.
Donald Glover and shit. Like, you
Jamie
can do it
Foxx-
all.
Oh my
Jamie
god,
Foxx
he's
can sing his
talented.
ass off, but he uses his gift for evil. Just
Nah, you know what? You know what ruins it for him?
Comedy.
His hairline is crazy.
Oh my gosh. Some people need to let it go.
Yeah.
That and leather.
And Freddie, like, another big thing is like to also like help out other people. Like, other people got like good stories, and like you can link and build, and like also I'm putting like this into the air. I'm trying to get more episodes out and shit, but like you guys should do this too when there's like a comedian at the Comedy Connection.
Yeah,
like I'm sliding those DMs. Like, what's up? Phone call at least. Like,
that's actually not that bad of an
let's
idea.
link.
Like
Let's
that.
build.
Yeah, get more people on and just kind of just really cross-reference. I mean, that's why we got you on too. Like, you're an artist. I love the way your shows, the Boom Boom Show is dope. I really like the coziness, the hominess to it, and it's just literally no fucks given on your show.
Yeah, I just
kind of
wanna-
how we have it, but just more of a loungy.
Yeah, I just want to be like how it
type
is.
of
Like,
feel.
if like you and I, like, if we were just like sitting chilling, like
Drinking
talking
wine.
like with nobody else there. I want to get ridiculous. I want to get wacky. Like, I can't be serious, dude. Like, I really do. I'm hyperactive, fam. I'm like
you got to do everything.
Revan, dude.
What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, yo.
What? But I got the fucking Niagara Falls like flowing through my blood.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
That's what
bro.
she said. You know what I'm saying? No, that's dope as fuck.
Niagara
man.
Falls pussy. What?
What? What? Ooh, drip, drip.
Yeah, man. Yo,
Great
and another thing that I'll put on the record is like when I was DJing, I was just seeing so many trash fucking artists. I'm like, and like I would be freestyling with the homies and shit. Like, one of the main things that did it is when I did the first Far From Home tour with BO8 and me, Scribe, Maniacs, and like Spaka, Piff. Like, we'd just be freestyling stuff, and they'd be like, "Yo, why don't y'all do this?" And I was like,
Why not?
"Yo, I'm about to do this." And then like I made the first time with Kel Keys. That was the first song I made. I made Deep in the Bag, and I was like, "Yo, I'm about to put an album together, man."
Wow.
Like, I was I was wicked sad, bro. I was just like high as shit, just looking at the floor. I was just like, man, I got such high standards and such low self-esteem. Because like that, it was such a weird point in my life. Because like, yeah, like it was like I got merch too. Hit me. I should have worn my merch. Fuck
good,
on me.
Come on. Fuck on me. Yo, give us your merch.
That's
Put it
what
in the
your
back.
merch is called. Fuck on me.
No,
No, it's called buy you, buy us. Fuck you.
yeah, you can start that. Somebody start that.
That would be
ahead.
an ill ass shirt.
Fuck on me. You want to fuck on me?
Yo,
So your music though, I really want to like talk about it in a sense. Like, what do you like? If you had to, you don't have to, but like if you were like, explain your music. What do you like? What's your music for? Like, what's your audience? Like,
dude,
like who do you like cater
Dude.
to in a sense?
like I said earlier, girls, man.
Bitch,
I like
hoes,
I,
tricks and hoes,
you know.
big booty hoes. I'm sorry. Go.
Honestly, like dead ass, like I when I started making music, I'm like, who do I want at my shows? Like I don't want to think I don't want to like play a record and have a dude be like, yo, this shit's hot, and like a girl be like, it's aight, but like you know,
Women buy
Yeah, 'cause they
women
split-
buy
they split
albums, man.
opinions. They buy albums.
women are the most important like peace to the world. Like
talk your shit, dog.
Nah, with like
talk your shit.
With women
You
are
can't
life,
understand
man.
them, but
Dudes would not be in competition.
you can't understand them.
Yeah,
But
no.
did you see a
can't.
video of Shorty saying that once she started dating women,
Yep.
she realized like she understood men at that point.
Yeah, dude. My
I was
my,
like, damn.
my Spotify says there's more women listening, and I'm like, all right, word.
So that's
Let's
who you
try
catering
and
to.
You
Yeah.
let's
do
try
have
try
an
and make
R&B
the.
name,
yeah, he did.
when I listen to music, I expected to hear R&B, and I was like, you have the perfect R&B name.
Sam Comfort.
Word.
Put your ass to bed.
Yo, go to sleep.
Don't
Listen
get
to it.
comfortable.
Yo, I got like some R&B type shit cut like in the bag coming out. Like there's a couple records that's already out where I'm like singing a little bit, but like I was talking like I posted on my story the other day. Like I have like over 30 records that are coming out this year. Like but between 2018, 2019 and like 2020 like I've been just like stacking up so much because when I dropped High Standards, Low Self-Esteem, that was it. And I was like, shit. I'm like, all right, I gotta push this album and also like make new music and shit. It's
Trippy. It's demanding, man. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. But speaking of music, R.I.P. Pop Smoke once again, man. That gentleman. So I was never really a fan of the drill scene, but for some reason I gravitated towards Pop Smoke. Don't know why.
that was like
but
grime.
To me,
People said that shit was like grime.
it's grime music,
American
mixed with
grime.
drill music with that New York flair,
yeah.
and it's just like it's something different.
Honestly, I don't know. That nigga just sound like he went through the trenches. His voice, nigga. He sound like he's 40 years old, nigga. Damn.
He was 20, man.
He was
Like,
20. He was literally a baby.
dude,
Like,
one
not-
thing I
He was about
want
that life, though.
to say about that is like not just Pop Smoke, but what happens when a big name celebrity dies. I don't like seeing like freaking like TMZ articles on other people's pages.
You already know.
Oh, word.
I'm like, dog.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and the fact that
We don't give
TMZ.
TMZ too much. Too much. Like, dog,
It's because they don't give a fuck.
You know what
They
it
go
is?
I
straight
hate
for the
TMZ.
jugular.
What's killing them? Because they found out before everybody else.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm like,
Facts.
did TMZ like do the
Facts.
fucking hit? Like, I fucking hate these guys, man.
So one of the things I heard somebody say about it was like, yo, there should be no reason why TMZ has a video of them giving him chest compressions, putting him in the ambulance. And then before his mother can even go see him.
Wow.
His mother's in New York.
Disrespectful.
And he's
Wild.
in LA.
Wild.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit just sucks, man.
But that's the
You know what I
problem
mean?
with like media news, man. They don't give a fuck. People don't give a fuck, honestly.
Yeah.
Neither.
Yeah.
They
It's
just
like
wanna
free,
see it.
like
They just-
free, freedom of the press, yeah, but like there's fucking levels to this shit, man.
They don't give a
Like,
fuck about it.
Everyone's
if-
on the internet.
If you think about it too, back in the day, I mean, we didn't have that access to communication, but you got the biggest check. The news station got the biggest check if you were on the scene first and you covered it. It's just
And now it's so
always been-
hard.
Now
Like these
it's easy
reporters
as
are
fuck.
so
Somebody
So
said
they're
that-
just trying to get nigga. You
Scuzzy.
Yo,
See
if
that
you're
movie
mid
Nightcrawler?
getting shot,
You ever seen the movie Nightcrawler?
Exactly.
That's TMZ.
that's yeah. If you're mid getting shot and they got it, they're gonna post it because that means a bigger payday.
They have no type of soul like that.
Not at
And there's
all.
no consequences.
organization- yeah.
There's no
And it-
consequences for
and
them.
it- Yeah, exactly. Sorry. go
Like,
ahead.
no, that's all I want to say. No
Yeah,
fucking
There's no
consequences.
consequences to this shit.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers, like TMZ does not hold to the same standards as regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they can get a whole situation wrong.
Private
Yeah.
And
organization.
you know what I'm
yo.
saying? And nobody care.
You can't because you're a public figure.
Blame the
You know what I'm
Jew,
saying?
Harvey.
Harvey. Goddamn 47. But what I also wanted to say was, I will say this though, right? So Pop Smoke, he also, it's not like he was living the greatest life. I mean, they say it was a robbery, but I think they confirmed it now. It was an actual hit. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Wild.
he was a Crip, you know, he was a gang member, but also they were saying that even when he was living in New York, he had to move very militant. So there was parts where he was driving, like him and his boys were all driving, and then they would like in formation.
Convoy.
Yeah, convoy, just to like protect them.
That's
you know what I'm
spooky.
saying? Like I don't know what he
That's
was
not a
up
fun
to
life
and
to
what
live,
he did,
man.
but he was already making sure he didn't slip up and people was out there looking for him. So one of the things, so when he went to LA, I think he put how they found him is that the house he was taking videos of the house, and also he went shopping. And I think he was
Posted
showing
a
off his
receipt.
gear and posted a receipt and they
That
found
thing
the
from the IG
address
Live.
and then they fucking screenshot it or whatever and that's how they found him there. But another
He
thing,
also had a party the day before, and was giving out the address like like bitches come here, bitches come here.
if they want, they gonna find you. Even though you in another, but I think another thing too, they made sure they got him too because he is going on an international tour, and it probably would have been a lot harder to get.
He
him.
was
So
about to come to the
whoever
Met.
He had beef, whoever he had beef with, they was just trying to get him early on.
Nobody
and
else got
also,
killed in the house. He was in the house with other people.
Yep,
Ran in
and
there,
it was
got
only
him, and that's it.
And another thing too, and I will credit this, like, it's the weirdest thing to see. It's like, it's weird because I kind of appreciate what Blueface said. I don't really fuck with him.
Dude,
real talk though, because of like him being a gang member, and he was like, yo, real talk though, like people die every day. And if you're about this shit, it is what it is. So even though you live in New York, when you come to a different state or a different whatever, you gotta check in. Not really check in like that, but you gotta make sure your people is like you got people out here. Because
You definitely need to check the temperature.
You got
I mean
You know
in the
what I'm
sense of like, yo, who's the gang?
Oh, okay. I
Who's
thought
the
you meant like,
robbers?
I wonder what the best part of
But you
being a
have to check
gang
in.
member is. It's like, yo,
I think-
my favorite part of being a gang member is I want like I want them one by one, like,
You know, you
I like the dance.
Oh my god.
You know how you said I should become a comedian? Here, I have a bit on being a gang member about how gang members,
Don't get a shot up, please.
Now listen. Like my whole bit, I've been saying this to my brother for a long time. Like, dog, you should have no problem committing to one woman. You committed to a color for the rest of your life.
Yo, wow.
So if you can't
Commitment. You don't ever wear blue. You don't ever wear red, nigga. Damn, that's commitment. But I will say this though is
Yo.
like, I mean, having family that is like gang members and stuff like that. I think the biggest thing is that one, it's the family, it's the brotherhood. It's always protection. You know what I'm saying? You always have people, and also being somebody like having a family member that almost had to be in the gang because he had no other choice.
Yeah.
Sometimes they run up on you. It's like, yo, you either banging this or you banging that. If you're neutral, everybody get it. So it's like you kind of had to choose a side.
Oh no,
you know
dude, I def get it. And
it's trippy.
to all the gang members watching the show, just know Sammy Bang Bong is from the burbs and didn't have to be pressed with a dichotomous situation where it was like either join this shit or fucking get your ass beat every day.
Right.
So
But
you know,
there is a Jewish
it means
mafia
that
though.
this or that.
There is a
Siri.
there is a Jewish mafia though, right? And they gangsters.
Dude, there's everything mafia,
What?
bro.
Jewish mafia. Not to be
Dude,
fucked
the
with.
Orthodox Jew mafia.
Woo.
Yeah, bro, they would fucking club my knees.
Club
if I walk into their temple without a yarmulke and my tattoo showing, it's not gonna be a good. It's not gonna be a good.
Niggas like, did you have a bar mitzvah or not?
Nah,
I
dude.
didn't get to.
But
Bang,
I'm circumcised.
knees gone.
We invented. Dude,
I was actually born in a Jewish hospital, so I'm circumcised.
oh,
too.
dude.
Yeah, you already know.
Man, you don't got to clean out that scuzz.
Nothing. Sorry if you gotta,
Ladies,
That nigga got a turtleneck.
Freddie's got a clean piece.
Clean piece,
The funniest thing in the world is finding
serial
out
numbers on.
For Matt, when we was younger, we found out what hoodies were. But this motherfucker got a hoodie. Motherfucker got a hoodie, right? Because when I was younger, I didn't know motherfucker. I thought everybody's dick like mine. You know what I'm saying? Like
That nigga got a turtleneck.
Then when you got your Spanish homies that definitely didn't get circumcised.
Look
and
like an ant
they're
eater.
over there quiet as fuck. Like, but this nigga got a hoodie.
They got an anteater.
I honestly have no comment on that.
And then fucking like, cause you start
Dude,
realizing that like when girls start talking, when you start having
Exactly.
sex,
That's
like,
how you
as soon as
hear
get to
about
high
it.
school,
That's how you
so I
hear
heard about it like, yo, this nigga dick look different from the other nigga.
Yo, it's funny like when you ask sorry, I'm buzzed, bro. I'm fucking goofing, dude. I'm goosing over here, fam.
Well, speaking with the lady in the room.
Yeah,
not
how
to
many
put you on the spot,
uncircumcised dicks have you come across?
Like, is it
my
is
God.
uncircumcision a problem? Like, with like having sex? Or
Not
whatever?
for me, because my first few partners were uncircumcised, and I didn't know circumcision
you were like
was a
that?
thing
You're like
until
that- you're like that. That's just what it is.
it is what it is. I don't discriminate.
Discriminate.
I feel like it's not uncommon for that to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just taboo for just in a man's perspective to just be like, oh yeah, women have seen other dicks that isn't this one. Fuck.
No, my Lord Jesus.
Like I don't think it's a
That
big
nigga
deal
got a
to be
turtleneck.
to have one. Like, does your dick work? And can you still get
Make
hard?
sure you clean your shit, man, because
Yeah.
girls get, you
don't want that smegma all like the way.
Yeah.
All on the side.
Infection.
Oh,
You gotta-
see all that.
Yeah. That shit back like a banana.
Yo, you're.
Get up in
All the
there.
way back.
This is why people hate America. They're like, oh, they hate on us because we have a nice little coat over our penis, and they make fun of us because I have a slinky ween.
Is that?
Ricky Ween.
Get yourself together, Freddie.
Is that
I think that's French. Yeah.
That sound like some Russian shit.
That was some Ukrainian shit. What the fuck?
Dude, my accents can be whatever you want them to be.
He's like, I'll let it be
fall
like
in the
that.
middle.
Right now, right now.
That guy was Jamaican born.
Whoa.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Well, speaking
You ain't
of,
no Furburger.
I don't eat no fur burger.
Man, that fucking way I'm breathing.
I went to Jamaica when I was 8 years old.
No word.
Yeah, like I was like, dude, I'm telling you, I grew up not like I was kind of poor. Like I went to Jamaica.
Why'd you go to Jamaica? Why did your parents go to Jamaica? Was it just
Vacations,
vacation?
all that. That's how I learned out Santa Claus
Your
wasn't
parents
real.
probably smoke too, just trying to get high to the high.
Yeah, my pops does, man.
Yeah,
Me and my pops be fucking getting groovy. My pops a veteran,
Groovy.
man. He's chilling.
Word. Veteran.
Yeah.
What service?
Army.
Army.
Dude, he joined when I was
Thanks
a
for your
freshman in
service.
high school.
No.
Remember the
way.
recession?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, session hit
Dude,
hard,
we
man.
was broke.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you joined the service.
Yeah, the way just though, because I just kind of compared myself to what was going on when I was growing up. We lived in an apartment, and everyone else had a house. So when we
I lived in
started
one
like
room.
rent, like my dad owns a house now, and I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking lit. Like
Yeah.
when we started renting a house again, like when I was in college, like that was a fucking huge deal. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, dude.
Right.
Like we're fucking living.
We're living good. No more, bootleg frosted flakes and the sugar flakes.
Not the bootleg snacks are better because they have higher sugar and salt content.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? We need that. Keep us alive. That's why we strong. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of low-key dicks, Bloomberg. Huh? Excuse me. That transition.
Whoa
Bloomberg,
there.
man. That nigga's a dick. Come on, man. Let's be real. You know who's an actual dick? No offense, because there needs to be an investigation on my man Joe Biden. No offense. That nigga is definitely
He
creep.
touches little girls, bro.
He's a creep.
They need to
bro.
put him in the home
And
feed him
nobody's talking
applesauce.
about him. That nigga is a creep.
No, they don't fuck with him.
No,
Everybody knows, like,
the liberals give him a pass because they're like, oh, he was with Obama, so.
Nah, we ain't having that, bro. You seen how he was holding those little girls and
Dog,
you
bro.
ever see
He
needs to get
look at the
investigated
video
ASAP.
of Joe Biden, like he be fixing little girls' hair the way
Nah,
that
I
he
can't bang
wants
with
them to
that.
be,
Yeah, bro.
and taking pictures
bang
and
with
shit.
He's a dirty old
you
man.
can tell he's just a dirty old man. So basically, what he's trying to talk about is that, the Democratic elections and like, just the what is it called? Like the
Debates.
Primary?
the debates, the private
yeah.
debates, are happening, and they're coming for Bloomberg's neck.
Yeah.
Coming for his neck because
They're bullying
they're
his
coming
ass.
for everybody actually. All the men are on the run. Like besides Bernie, because Bernie doesn't really have an issue, but it's more of like every man on stage has had some sexual allegations,
Which is
thrown at them.
crazy.
Well, what man
Yeah,
hasn't? JK, jokes. I'm a comedian. I'm a
Jokes,
comedian.
jokes.
That's still kind of
That's true though.
Yeah.
So, for the most part,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so
Crazy bitches out here, folks.
Yo, man, listen, they get away with it all.
So Bloomberg. What's up, Bloomberg? Elizabeth Warren was coming at his neck because
On the ether beat.
he has multiple what is it, like cease and desist orders with women. You know what I mean, from either people from his camp or him in
And
general.
he paid him off for them to
Yeah.
forget about it, right?
Or whatever. And she's
yeah.
asking him, hey, let's
aside.
release what's in the documents,
fact.
so we can see what's really going on.
Right.
And, and
Was that
a
a
lot of no, because a lot of Democrats don't like him because he's a Republican running as a Democrat. You know what I mean? And that's why I don't like Bernie too, because Bernie's basically independent. Like he's not really Democrat or Republican.
I don't like any of them.
We never did. All
No,
of
no,
them
no.
are terrible, man.
That's why Donald Trump's
All
not winning. We
politicians
don't like
and
them.
shit.
Any of them.
Yeah.
Trump 2020, Trump 2024, Donald Trump Jr., Trump 2028.
President Orange. You know what I'm saying?
I'm fucking around.
So-
Calm down.
nah, dude.
Nah, big facts though. I mean,
I don't fuck with Trump.
with all of that, man,
fucking-
like I don't fuck with either of them. But you did bring up a good question about it. You're saying that will sexual allegations be the like downfall of men in a sense?
Well, in the race.
In the race.
That's what I meant. Oh, I think so because America's not fucking with a female president, and that's not that. I'm not saying
Why
I'm
is
not.
that though? That is a question.
I'm just want because I want people to kill me.
I got
I'm
you.
not saying I'm not. I'm just saying America as a whole isn't. Why? I personally believe that women are the mecca of everything. Men do everything for women. shit gets done without them. I think that that women need a man around.
We just need the right woman. I don't think Elizabeth Warren's the right woman.
I was just about to say.
I think it doesn't have to do with the right woman, right? But so my person, this has always been my personal thought of it, right? I think women can run a country just fine, but when they start getting that shit, where they're more emotional than logical. That's when you guys kind of need to turn to the people.
All right, so but here's a devil advocate thrown in there. Isn't men in a sense when we think out of ego and pride, can't that be?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. But so men are generally more logical, like they think logically. Than women. Women are more emotional based. A lot of women. We're talking about in a general sense. I'm not saying
what human isn't emotional.
I was about to say.
No, I think all people have emotions. Yes. But women tend to, because of that nurturing side.
Glad he's getting canceled today. Not me.
I've been saying it for years. Because of the emotional side of being just nurturers in general, they're way more emotional than men.
Okay.
I think a man's more likely to fucking hit the destroy the world button than a woman is.
I'll say this, right? Yes, but that's because of out of power.
And so men have bigger egos. Women have smaller egos.
But I just agreed with him that that's
so
almost
what
the same
you're
thing.
so you ran it back to saying they're more nurturing and stuff, so they would take care of. They would have a more humanitarian perspective.
I literally said women could be president.
Oh,
I literally
but you just said they couldn't.
No, I did.
No,
I said that
he could.
Oh.
It's just that
I said
they're more.
America as a whole doesn't believe
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I love women in power. Like I can sit.
No,
back.
fat dude. I've said multiple times.
Yeah, if my head is hitting the headboard and you fucking me,
I've said multiple times on.
This nigga stupid.
I don't appreciate that
I'm
shit.
saying as far as like this, look, I love sitting back and watching a strong woman do her thing, and then like she come to me for a logical reason, like, oh, I don't know if I'm thinking about this straight, but what do you think of this? And I'm like, yo, I kind of think you should do this, and either she takes my opinion or she doesn't. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean about the dynamic. And that's why, like even 2-parent households with men and women works very well because the emotional
balance each other.
The emotional balance versus the logical balance. And sometimes men think too logically, and we need to think a little bit more emotionally.
Yo, if America was like, it's got to be a man-woman pairing for the president and vice president,
that'd be dope.
Like,
that'd be fun.
That would be
dope. But it wouldn't. Like they say the forefathers like originally were like, all right, it should be four people. Like that are making the decisions, so they're all like, "All right, let's have a vote or whatever."
And the democracy setting, but
my biggest thing is that my biggest thing with the whole presidential thing, like, why can't there be a single president?
What do you mean?
What?
Like, why can't a president be single?
Because
we just never had one. I don't think that's a
because
rule.
I think it is. No, I think it is.
They're still old.
Bro,
I think so. It's just time.
It's
like
an unwritten rule.
It's like you can't. Like,
but it's like
nobody will go for you if you don't have
it doesn't look good on your
resume. Yeah, that's because if you can't maintain a relationship, how the fuck you gonna maintain my country?
But maybe you're not in a relationship, so you can run the country and not be.
That's why nobody voted for Hillary. She couldn't maintain. Dick.
I don't think a lot of people realize.
Bill was just a sick person. I think like to ask.
Bill was out here fucking.
He was fucking.
Fam, I don't think a lot of people realize like this country is so young. To not even I think it's like almost 280 something years old, maybe less. And the average person, like Joe Rogan says this shit all the time. The average person lives to be like 100 years old nowadays. Like that's that.
Yeah, that's why niggas gotta retire.
Like
when
70,
60
80 years old. Bro, that's like fucking 2 people ago. If a person like that's wild. There's a lot of there. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of old scars that need a lot of time to heal in this country, and people think it's just gonna switch like, okay, this leader's here now and these rules are gonna be enacted this way. No, it's gonna take freaking decades, man. Like for like the civil rights movement, like. Ended in the 60s, dog. Like,
yeah, that shit was
like
not that far.
Kennedy didn't get to live to see that pass, type shit. Like, and that, like, there are people that were alive for that shit. The 60s, that's like, I'm not good at math. Was that fucking 70 years ago now? 50? Oh, Dang.
It always trips me out when you see those memes where it's like a picture of Emmett Till or how old he would have been now, and they show somebody his age, and it's like, stuff like that. It's like
have photographs of lynches and put it on a postcard and like be like greetings from Kentucky. Send it to your cousin in Boston.
Wow.
Like
Jesus.
it's like the
that's wild.
The U.S. really is just a Western Europe with different accents, man. Like everything's its own different like little country, and a lot of people don't really realize that. They just see, oh, it's different terrain, but no, it's different lifestyles, different laws.
So I know, let's get on subject real quick, but he just sparked something in my brain. You know how he's saying like, you said America's not that. You know how you said America's not that old or whatever, and like growing up, we've seen all these movies and shit. Did you expect for us to be this far along? Like I expected flying cars at this age. Like
everybody did. I seen that movie Fake Element, and I was
skateboards and shit. I'm disappointed.
Every generation since the fucking 50s have thought that. Ever since after World War II, they're all like, all right, in the year 1973, we will have flying cars.
But we did make strides though. Like look at cell phones. Look how condensed they are. Also, computers would be a fucking whole wall.
Flying cars will never be a thing because, dude. Flying cars, people can't control themselves on the ground. People run out of gas in the sky, dude.
Just
shit.
Another thing too, I think it's just gonna take a lot of other companies out of business as well too. Like,
that it's just what it is. Supply and demand. Shit moves.
Supply and demand.
The brick and mortar stores, bro.
We had that conversation. Who did I have that conversation with? They was talking about like Walmart and Amazon and shit, like taking out mom and pop stores. But I'm like, I can give a fuck about mom and pop stores. I want my shit now. If I can do 2 days shipping,
it's my money and I want it now.
If I can do 2 days shipping, 1 day shipping with Amazon, fucking all
Facts.
this shit.
Soon it's got to be like droned over.
Helicoptered at my house. Like, dog, fuck it. Let Jeff Bezos get all that money.
No, they're gonna have
they're gonna
have a microchip.
You're gonna be dropping off groceries and all that shit
Amazon
too soon.
Microchip that has a 3D printer inside your body that prints something and you shit it out your ass and you get it right.
Lord
there.
Jesus.
You watch way too much South Park.
And Rick Morty. Rick and Morty.
Hire me. Let me join the writing staff.
Big fact. Look at this one. Look at this one.
You should.
Don't even sound attractive.
It's not
got a little
supposed
shit on it, but it's alright, baby. It's all good. It's all good. A little shit on it, but it's alright.
Amazon Prime open got ass.
Laying on your lip. That natty. That natty.
Oh my god. That shit it caught me off guard.
So Democrats were fucked.
Be ready.
It's gonna be tricky.
Oh,
Democrats
shit.
we are fucked.
Goddamn
We have
47.
Everybody's trash.
At the end of the day,
I'm not a Democrat.
At the end of the day, bro, like, dude, one of the best quotes is fucking JFK's. It's not what your country can do for you. It's what you can do for your country, man. No political figure is gonna do anything. I have not been me personally. I have not been impacted by the Trump presidency. I have not been impacted by the Obama presidency or the Bush presidency or the fucking Clinton. Since those are the presidents that I've been alive.
I think we all have been impacted by the Bush presidency, though.
And Clinton, in Clinton's reign, a lot of black men went to jail. That's for sure.
Yeah, we were super predators.
Yeah.
No, like that. Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie. As far as the Obama administration and the Trump administration, I haven't been impacted. I always say this like this: no president's gonna stop me from getting money. I'm gonna get it regardless.
Facts. He been selling ass since 2019.
Excuse me? Don't tell people this.
No, fam.
Going on my spot.
But capitalism works, dog. You just gotta get it how you live it. Yeah, there's nepotism, but it is what it is.
Big Sassy with the glasses.
Okay? And all I'm saying is get your fucking money.
I learned that today. Like the definition of nepotism. Like when someone's handed some shit born into money.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be handed anything. I work for my shit.
Nigga, you know what? Hand me $1 million. I'll take it. I don't give a damn. What you mean? I work, nigga, but I'll take $1 million right now. I'll take a cool $1 million. I'll be alright. I'll make it work, baby. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But off this real quick. So did everybody watch that video on? I'm gonna probably hack his name, Quaden Bayles from Australia, the kid with dwarfism at 9 years old.
I heard
impacted
about it.
Like everything.
I saw people posting about it. I'm like,
So
why do you care?
yo, man. So like the video came out, and I didn't watch it because it just looked way too sad.
I didn't see the
and
video.
I was just not in a space to watch some sad ass shit right now. But from what I heard, the kid, he's 9 years old, and he got bullied. He got bullied at school, and the mother posted a video of him saying that he wants to kill himself, and he's tired of getting bullied and whatnot. So the media took wave and everything like that. When a comedian, I forgot his name, started a GoFundMe for this kid, raised up to close to $300K for him to go to Disney World, to Disneyland or whatnot. A lot of celebrities are on his side. He got to walk
for Disney World?
For Disney World, bro.
Yo, fuck this kid. Fuck this
So, in hindsight, all this, right?
Bro, I'm a dirty son of a bitch. I'm a dirty boy.
How'd you miss it that many times?
Still there? Dude, dog,
That's what happened.
It's on film. You'll see me fucking shoving this shit in my mouth like I'm.
Fast forward.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna say this. That kid ugly, but keep it going, right?
Anyway.
Keep it going.
So,
right?
but anyway.
I had to get it out. Sorry.
So when media went on his media or his parents' media, however you want to look at it, his social media, they found out this kid is actually be dripped up and looking cool or whatever, however you want to look at it. So a lot of people thought this kid is actually a grown man, like at 18 years old. So I want to say, so social media started bullying him again. And it's like, bro, because you know how the internet is fucking savages. And then when they learned this kid is actually 9, they were like, fuck that kid. Anyway.
Yeah,
so
fuck that
like
kid, dude.
on some real shit, bro. Like I just really wanted to talk about like how, you know, people just run with certain shit, and and media just don't give a fuck.
Like people
Like
just
savages.
flame someone they
Yeah, and
know
bullying is a real
absolutely
thing,
nothing
man.
about
Yeah.
for no reason.
Right. And he was actually on an Australian TV show or whatever, talking about his condition. Well, the parent was talking about his condition and being bullied even younger than that. So it's kind of like,
I wish I was born a midget. I would have got fucking $300K for Disney.
Wow.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does look a little tan.
Yeah, he got a little tannism in him. You know what I'm saying? But the video just went off. But how do you guys feel about media re-bully? Like, the kid has already been bullied.
Damn, I'm
and
about
they
to.
bullied
It's
him
like
again.
New York, yo. You ever seen
crazy.
the dude, like fucking the dude in New York trying to commit suicide and hold the train, and the motherfucker threw some shit at him like, get the fuck off the train, bitch. He was like,
Soft ass.
like, no, that's just people.
Yo,
We don't
people-
got time for this shit.
Yeah, we really don't.
All right,
Really don't.
We savage.
One thing that I'm disappointed with is, all right, I understand the flight from Australia to either California or Florida. It's far. I do understand
You know this
that.
motherfucker about to say some shit.
I do understand that.
Yep.
All right, I will just say on my taxes, it doesn't say I make over $50,000 on my gross income, and all right,
You too?
like, what the frick? $300,000
But that's because of people
hold on.
donating in the cause.
Yeah, no,
you can
I get
literally
it.
go
Time
on
out.
GoFundMe right now
Time
and get
out.
$300K if you pitch it
I'm
right.
not.
Say
I'm
you
not
don't
because I'm a healthy white
That,
man.
that stripper that
No.
fell off the pole?
I don't know.
In America, no.
You never know.
Maybe if I lie.
That's what I'm trying to say. You can really
So-
come up with a story and get
So,
$300K.
but also, here's the thing.
People love a good story.
Here's the thing. $300,000 for this kid in Australia. Australia's on fucking fire right now, right?
It still is, right? Yeah, still is.
Yeah.
Is
Flint-
it really?
Flint, Michigan
God,
still
damn.
doesn't have clean water.
Shout
There's
out
parts
to
in
shout out to
Alabama
Jaden Smith out here
and
working.
Louisiana
Yeah,
and some of the I think the Navajo tribes in like Arizona, New Mexico that don't have clean water and shit. Like,
Wild, bro.
and I'm like, dog, what the fuck? Why do you care about this one kid that's
Well, I think the biggest thing is because he'll definitely be alright. I mean, at this end of the day, but
I just can't believe how many
people
people
want-
love and hate this kid. I'm not. I don't care. Like when I say
well,
like
they
fuck
loved
the kid
him
and
first,
stuff,
but then they
I'm-
seen his social media all dripped up and dripped out, and then they're like, wait, no, this kid is probably grown. So I think people were just trying to piece it together, and then they found out they were wrong, and then it just became
I'm not
a
mad
thing.
at the kid. I'm mad at the people who
Exactly.
donated, and I'm mad at the people who flamed the kid.
Yeah, social media. That's what I'm
Like,
trying to say.
Yeah.
Social media
Savages.
Then finds them.
Exactly, and they still don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They will never apologize. Which is like,
And the thing is too is that like, all right, you donated your money to this kid, then you thought he was an adult, and now you're mad that you sent your money to somebody you don't know. I don't send out money to niggas I don't know. GoFundMe's I've probably donated to maybe 3 or 4 ever in my life, and it was always people that
That's
I know.
enough.
I only donate
Never again.
GoFundMe to people that die. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Rich in the back, like fuck all that. Fuck them kids. Fuck everybody.
I'm in Detroit. You know, the recession.
No, but it's
this
like
recession
everybody
was
gets
crazy.
bullied. Like
Never forget.
what is money gonna do for him though? It's like, oh, I'm gonna donate $5 because you get bullied. Hey, I want to take my kids to.
He can't ride the ride. I'm out. Podcast over.
Oh shit!
Rich
No,
said
that's
he
true
can't ride
though.
any of the
That
rides.
is true. Unless he gets in a baby,
Right? I
a
don't
little
know.
baby joint,
Like,
a little
he
baby.
getting the
load,
kid-
But why did we-
strap,
He gotta
and-
get
Why
in
did
the kiddie
we-
pool.
Yup.
He gotta get in the kiddie rides. That's not fun.
But why do we equate the a trip to Disneyland or whatever, him having some fun is gonna make the bullying better? Like, hey, you get bullied, but let's get
you-
I
Make
feel like they
like-
would go ham after that because it's like, why you get to go to Disney?
What the comedian
what-
should have
yeah.
did was teach him how to crack on other people, and then they should have
Yo,
him up with a
that's why I
microphone.
teach my daughter young. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Oh my
teach him
God.
how to roast and teach him how to fight. It'll be fun.
Well, dude, I have such a weird opinion on bullying. And speaking of bullying, and the YouTube comments, please bully me because it looks like I'm naked right now on the camera with the way my skin and sweatshirt is.
Popcorn residue, man. Fix yourself.
Yeah.
God damn.
Come here, make a mess, and then I come back and make amends. So,
No, that's wild.
Bullying is
The
bullying
skin
is a
tone is
part of life, man. Like,
Yeah,
it
get
just
bullied to
bro.
success.
But let me tell you something, bro. Like when I was in high school, I did this thing called Young Marines, and one of the kids who I was in Young Marines with, like after
you did the Young Marines?
after I was done with that and stuff, like he got like bullied on Facebook
That's
and
just
stuff,
crazy.
and off
No,
himself.
this shit's real, man.
And just to like really have it like close to you and be like, oh, like some people like really can't, and like I'm not one who just goes on the internet and just fucking like goes ham on someone. Like there are just like people that like do that, and even like if it's like a celebrity that you know won't respond, there are like some people that like do that. There are
definitely
mad
bully celebrities.
pop stars.
Oh,
in,
yeah, but
pop stars in
they're-
South Korea. They kill themselves.
Everybody-
all the time, dude.
Everybody have it.
Everybody, listen,
Everybody
I've been
got
called
bullied.
Felicia. Listen,
I mean, that's not far off.
Real.
I'm a fat ass bitch.
Look at him turn red. Look at him.
I'm talking about.
Waffle color Negro.
Look at him
I'm
turn
talking
red.
about in
Oh,
real
you
life.
soft. You light skinned.
Bro, there's talking shit
Crazy,
in real
bro.
life.
Fuck up.
There's talking shit in real life, but just like talking shit on people like on the internet and shit. It's like, yo, what are you gonna accomplish over that? If you're gonna talk that shit, either like
People
make like a
bully-
fucking vlog
People
about it. or
bully
some
because
shit.
it
I
makes
have a
them
weird-
feel
want to
better.
do it like just through text is just so fucking like
Oh, bro, it's disrespectful.
I have a
But-
weird like relationship with bullying because I didn't really see it in school.
because you are a bully.
Oh shit.
I was bullied by my uncle. Like my uncle,
Oh,
would,
yeah,
my
yeah,
uncle
yeah.
would crack on me till I cried. Like legit would like roast the fuck out of me. Then I would get jumped by him and my cousin. They would all just disrespect the shit out of me. But outside of that, in the real world, like and these are people that will
toughen
kill
you
for
up.
me, right?
Yeah.
These are people that kill for me. So a person that I don't know saying something about me, it never hurt me. You can't bully me. I'll punch you in your mouth. And then what?
Toughen you
You know what
up.
I'm saying? So it didn't like, dog, I used to tell motherfuckers, like, my cousin said this one time, and I always say this, I've been called worse by better. Like, what do you, like, so?
Yeah.
Nigga? Like, what do you, like, dog, your mom sleeps, the nigga that comes over every night is not your uncle, nigga.
Your mom got an OnlyFans page. I don't
That's gonna be the
That's
joke
gonna be the new
in a
joint.
few years.
Yep.
Yo,
Your
that's
mom got
gonna
an
be a
OnlyFans.
joke.
Yo.
I see your mama's titties on Pornhub.
Yo.
What you mean? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But speaking
Your mom's
of,
not Tressa Carroll, is she?
Yo,
Oh my
yo,
God.
dudes are gonna be wanking it to their friend's mom's IG.
and you know how there's always that one friend's mom that you always wanted to smash too.
Our
And you
generation
might-
has some
Bro.
bad
Ooh,
moms.
there's a couple moms.
Our
back in
generation
my
has some
day.
fucking
I'm like,
bad moms.
You can't
On
tell
some
your
real
homie.
shit,
You can't tell your
I
homie.
got a
but there's
homie,
couple-
his mom is bad.
Man, listen.
I'd be like, dog. And then his mom and sister combo.
And then the worst when the mama just be
Listen.
coming out with the weirdest shit because that's my son's friend. Nah, nigga, you come out with some booty shorts, I'm looking.
Dude, at my
Drooling,
high
man.
school, like it was just like a thing. It was a thing for like
Eyes in, hold on.
It was a thing for people to like have kids at my high school.
Let me clear out my eyeball.
Famo, I'm telling you, there was like a thing for kids at my school to have high school like.
Fuck friends' moms.
That's my favorite porn.
Bro, dog, I'm telling, dude,
Yep.
like freshmen would be having kids when I was in high school and shit, and I'm like, dog, some of those kids now are like 8, like.
I know it's a double
10.
standard, but when
like,
the dude is fucking the girl, it's like, come on, bro, what are you doing? Stop it.
That's when someone's.
You said the kid. You said they were getting pregnant. Freshmen's getting pregnant.
Yes,
by
dude,
older.
sometimes older, sometimes in they like dudes in my school.
Can we talk about like the older dudes that like fresh out of like
it's
high
called
school
it's called a
still fucking
pedophile.
fresh? Yeah, it's like, bro, you 18, you out here
Yeah,
smashing.
that's always been weird.
13 and 14
That is weird as
Talking
fuck.
about the niggas that was 25 that couldn't get the pussy.
Right.
The girls they age, so they was going to the high school.
Going to the high school.
All the Spanish girls that was getting picked up.
Looking like a
Always
club
the
let out.
Spanish girls, bro.
All the Spanish girls that was
Spanish
getting
girls
picked
in my
up.
high school were always getting knocked up by the drug dealers.
Yeah, I don't know what
Dead
it
ass.
is with that.
And these drug dealers would like come on, bro. I think it's because it's like, I don't know, Spanish household, not to like roast on y'all or nothing, but like, y'all gotta do better, man. Like, come on, yeah, that house, man. Like,
Well,
your daughter can't be 12 years old. Like, I literally be at the Dominican festival, Puerto Rican festival in Providence on the bike and everything like that, and I'm seeing these kids walking, you know, because it's a festival, and these little girls are like literally like tits out, ass out.
Nigga,
I'm like,
where
bro,
was he at last night?
Well, I was gonna bring it up, but I was like, that's your fam.
Question.
That's your fam. I'm
Question.
not gonna say a damn thing, but we was over there
My
watching the
little cousin had all
Wilder,
her friends over last night.
We was at the
And I
Wilder-
was just like,
bruh.
Okay.
And then I looked at him and I
questions.
looked at Udi's pops and I was like, bro,
Two questions.
Are we serious right now?
One,
Yeah.
when's the next time your sister and her friends are coming over? 2, when's that festival?
I just said there was
This nigga.
there was 18 max.
Not over there, but
shit. Okay.
Max. I'm not
Legal.
sure.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I got a
they all
question.
18. That's why I was looking at the TV.
I'm just talking about like, yo, like kids like that's not even 16, even younger. Like your parents are not paying attention to what they're wearing and letting them. Like, come on, that's disgusting. And these drug dealers, you look like a grown woman, they're gonna fuck you like a grown woman. It's fucked up, and they shouldn't be doing that.
But that shit been going on since on the fucking time.
Forever. You know what I'm saying? But it's just wild.
Yeah, 12
I got a question.
brides and like.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
some
you
weird
know,
shit.
that's happening.
Anyways, nah, I have a question because I was asking my aunt the other day if she ever calls her husband daddy, and she told me no, that's like a Spanish thing. And I'm just wondering if anybody has ever called you daddy, and was it a Spanish woman?
My white
Yes.
And is it strictly just?
My white girlfriend calls me daddy.
But so it's not just Spanish women. Like it's not just a Spanish thing.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's not all women, but
every woman that called me daddy has been Spanish. To me, that's
Yeah.
personal.
I
never had a white
and black
girl
girls
or-
call me Zaddy. Okay, what is he?
Right?
I like being.
I had a white girl call me
I like
daddy.
being called Big Bruce.
Big Bro. Oh, damn.
Wait,
Big Bruce? That sounds like
Bruce.
a jailhouse name. Like,
No, but-
come here, Big Bruce.
That's Big
Yeah.
Bruce.
It's
Bruce
roleplay.
Yeah.
I wish I had
That
your
shit-
body.
that shit hit me because I was thinking
I
like,
to be 125. Let's switch,
If
bro.
you woke up and you were like,
Hell
yo, I
no.
can feel my bones.
Fuck is going on? Let's do a little Dicky / Chris Brown joint. I sing.
I don't want to do a little Dicky with you,
I'm
bro.
just saying he raps. I sing. We
a
can do
Jew.
a Jew Jehovah's Witness. We talk about some shit. Well, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness anymore.
Oh,
Sorry,
dude.
mama. But yeah.
Are you false claiming?
I'm not Jehovah's Witness. I used to be when I was
Let's
younger.
do
I had no
false
choice.
claiming real quick.
I
As soon as I turned 16, I was in some pussy.
If I was
sorry,
you-
mama.
If I was you,
Mama.
I would just dance and say slurs for a day. If I was you for a day.
This your day, this your day. Fuck around and give you my last name.
Stop.
Anyway, so what you were saying? So
Anyways.
has any other women called y'all daddy other than Spanish women? Yes. Yeah? And then black women says daddy?
I understand. I think I understand why Spanish women do it though, because I call my son Papito, nigga. That's literally little daddy.
I don't know why.
And I didn't think about that shit.
Papito.
Yeah, but that's what my aunt said. It was like you call your son.
That's the instant. I'm sorry, finish that.
No, I was just.
No, because I don't want to see it right. But calling me daddy while I'm stroking.
Oh,
instant,
nigga,
no.
red button.
Nah, dude.
It be working.
Okay, I'm a nut.
Bro, that put,
What the fuck? Hot twins.
If you hit the bottom of that, more than likely she gonna call you daddy.
Yeah, that's facts.
If you really hit, and if you hit
you
from the
hit.
back too, if you're smacking it from the back, like, and you're really killing
already
that,
know. You hit the
crack,
bottom of that,
crack,
like you said.
crack.
There's only so many other words that don't come out.
Yeah, that's a rap. You speak Spanish, you say daddy,
Yeah, that's
man.
the
It's
thing.
Like, all
I
right.
love it.
yo, like I
Done.
said, dude, my white girlfriend calls me daddy.
Really?
Yeah.
During
Does she have
sex.
daddy issues?
Yeah.
Does she have daddy issues? You know?
Do you really want to date a girl
I'm not
without
going to
daddy
talk
issues?
about her personal
Facts.
life like that.
Like
I'll
you
talk
need
about her
some
sex.
level of
Like,
daddy issues for me to date you.
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Well, we can dive into that.
Doing too much.
you know, I
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
confirm nor deny these accusations. She cannot represent herself at the moment.
I like that. Respect to that,
Some
man.
level of daddy issues for me to date you. I can't. It's just if you have too much. That's another podcast.
You can only do
Oh
so
my
much
God.
picking and choosing, my friend.
Anyway,
You can't
ladies,
control
if
the
you ain't
child.
calling your man daddy, you ain't doing it right.
Wrong.
Right.
All right, so last topic of the day. Let's talk about Wilder and the Fury fight that happened last night. That was an L for the our community real quick. Yeah, man. So Wilder lost, dog. He got his ass whoopatash.
I'll give him this. He's
Nigga.
Damn.
He got the roller coaster brakes.
All right, so my biggest thing is it's like they stopped the fight. Do you think they should have stopped the fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
His
think
ear
so.
was bleeding.
I don't think
It
so.
was
I just
bleeding.
saw the highlights.
It
I don't
wasn't.
give
It
a
wasn't like it
damn.
was
Did you see
trickling.
his leg?
It was. It
He
wasn't
had
like
no legs. He was floating.
dancing like pops off a fucking.
So you can see me outside.
So my thing though, right? It wasn't like it was just dripping blood. It was coming out. It was.
I've seen
That's
people-
what he said.
I've seen other boxers fight with worse.
My dad pointed it out
Man
that
was
day.
licking him.
You wasn't listening. My dad
Licking
pointed
him
it
like
out.
ice cream.
If you looked at his hair, like his right here, there was a big lump where his ear
Forming where,
It
like,
was
near the temple
yeah,
kinda
like
ish?
right there. Like I don't think he should have kept going. That's what I think it was smart. You like, dog. He been talking that bad karma shit. He been talking about killing somebody in the ring,
That is true too.
and like if he would have died that night.
It seemed
That
like he
should've been
understood
wild.
why too. Like right after
Yeah.
the fight, he was just like, "Ah, it is what it is."
He didn't argue it.
He didn't argue it. He
He's-
wasn't going ham.
Yeah,
He
usually
was
he's
he was
nuts.
out of the fight for a while. But my biggest thing is it's like the fight of that stature. I get it. He was probably in really bad shape and bad condition. It's just the fact that like I never want to see it. Getting beat with a TKO and you never lost. Like he lost. This is his first loss and he lost bad. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he was still throwing punches. He was, even though he wasn't physically there. I'm just saying it could have been an accidental punch, or something could have happened. He could have probably won. I'm just saying.
He didn't have enough power.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, sure.
Dog, you ever had a head cold or like a
That's
fucking
facts.
earache?
Yep. You
Dog,
can't
you
have
feel like
no
you're
power.
underwater. Your equilibrium's off.
Yep,
Dog,
yep.
he's bleeding from his ear. I'm pretty sure his whole shit's wonky.
What was the
in
white
there.
guy's name? Wilder?
Fury.
Fury? Yeah, yo, he looks like the dude from Despicable Me.
Grew. he showed us that
Yo.
video of him
That
dancing.
motherfucker, he's a construction
No, like
he's a
I,
construction worker, bro.
yo, it was a dope fight.
And he's younger than Wilder too.
I usually root for like the
White people
American
ate
dude,
milk.
but
You
but
vote for the what?
I usually root for the American dude. But
Yep,
it's cool
yep,
that the
Wilder.
cartoon looking guy won. They both look like cartoons
Real
in
talk.
their own way.
But my thing is also right. So Wilder is no longer undefeated. So and Fury is. I feel like the reason why this heavyweight fight was so much and everything is because of Wilder. Everybody fuck with Wilder. So now that Fury is undefeated, you think he's gonna sell just as much as Wilder? I highly doubt that.
No, he don't
Because
have the personality.
he doesn't have the personality. I mean, he did come out in the
Even when
throne though.
yeah, but he looked weird coming out like that. He just looked like he was scared, like the shit was gonna fall over.
And then Wilder came out looking like a Decepticon.
know,
That
pe-
nigga was
dude,
gay
that
as
people-
fuck.
motherfucker,
The
he
champ,
came
the
out like-
champ.
Dude off the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Like a
the
fucking-
Night King.
he like a fucking-
Night King. Yeah.
Dog,
He like a fucking shaman, nigga.
Yeah, bro. I was like,
Whoever
God.
the champ is gonna sell tickets because people want to see the champ be dethroned. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying,
But
fam.
I feel like because Wilder was that face and was that personality.
You don't have the shit talking capability.
Yeah, because nobody knew about Fury and he used to be a champion.
No,
Nobody.
he was the champion.
He was the champion. Nobody really cared for him or really talked about him until Wilder beat him, and then, well, not beat him, but it was a draw or whatnot.
So this
and
makes
then
perfect
it
sense to me,
became
though.
something. So like, it's like he's really not gonna be a household name.
So
Like
two
everybody wanted
things.
to see Wilder.
Two things about this, right? The first fight, I never seen the first fight. This is what I heard, right?
I heard
It
Fury
ended in
was
a draw,
winning.
right?
Yeah,
Ended
I
in a
heard
draw.
Fury was actually winning too.
And the only reason
Yeah,
why
see?
it was a draw is because Wilder knocked him down twice.
Exactly.
But how many months did Fury get to? It was like 6 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they have like a whole year in advance to. You know what I mean? And Fury was coming off a drunken bender, drugs, all that.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
makes sense that he didn't win.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Then he comes back, he's like, I'm putting on more weight, so I got more power. I'm actually training for this shit.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
Yeah.
But
Got
honestly,
his ass handed
I
to
think
him.
it would have been a better fight if he didn't get his eardrum taken the fuck out And then
but you know what though?
Yeah.
I also look at it too. Watching them fight, it was like, yo, real talk. Like Wilder doesn't look like a boxer. Like most of his fights is just like literally one hit quitters. Like you would see him just waiting for that one hit.
He kept
Fury knew he moved around that punch. He knew that's all he's good for. And Fury actually outboxed him. And you can tell he's a boxer.
He's a phenomenal boxer.
And that's what it is. Yeah, he's a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he's really good. So seeing that,
I knew Wilder was gonna lose because he can't box.
He can't box.
He can punch.
And his legs are like this. It's like literally this wine glass stick.
Dude, he was
do some squats and some deadlifts.
Yeah, he looks like Gru from Despicable Me.
I'm like, oh, it's over.
It's over.
He
bro.
jabbed that. He didn't even do it. He fainted. He said, I'm like, this fight's over.
This fight's over, bro.
No, I said he was running a little bit. He was like, his legs are, he looked like Bambi, bro. Like, that's my
shit you do in the pussy.
That's my move.
Bro, Fury was wilding out here licking his neck or something.
Yeah, he was licking his neck. Why he doing that?
That's legendary.
Wilder gotta come back and get him for that.
I love that.
You better learn how to box.
How you lose to a white man on Black History Month?
Oh shit!
Damn.
Now it hurt even more.
Hey, let y'all remember. You know,
I'll punch you in the side of your head right now.
He said,
you could catch his 2-piece no biscuit.
I knew this
all right, so
Megan Thee Stallion and fucking G's, he was on fucking Twitter.
Man, on Black History Month. Sad, what you doing, man? Why you fucking with the pink dick? What you doing?
Oh my God, the glow in the dark dick. We don't need it.
You brought up a really good question about the you're saying that boxing is more entertaining than UFC. So you guys had like a little dispute about that.
I think it is.
And I
think the mainstream and not for me personally, but I think the mainstream media in worldwide enjoys boxing. But it's just because it's an older sport. Like MMA has only been around since the 90s. What the fuck was that?
Ever seen Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's why I asked what the fuck was that.
No, the only reason why boxing to me is not more entertaining, if we're just talking about entertainment value, is because there's so many ways for you to go down in UFC.
Oh yeah, I will watch an MMA fight over boxing. Anything.
Yeah, but as far as like how the world loves, like the world's definitely gonna love boxing more because of the way they hype it up is so factor. Cool. Like, dog, we know who Mike is. We know who Evander Holyfield is. We know who Sugar Ray is. Yeah, I mean, those are household names. So, what's wrong with you?
Nothing. I was yawning. I can't yawn.
Yeah, you've been
not
silent.
on the mic.
I don't silent. Like,
jeez.
Damn near melted the mic and shit.
All right, well, so I will say this, right? So I grew up a highly boxing fan. I love boxing, but I will say it is a dying sport. And the only people technically that kept it alive was the Floyd and now Wilder and now we got Gervonta Davis. So I love boxing to the core. I will say this, but as far as entertainment-wise, I like what you said. UFC has a lot more of ways to go down, a lot more of that. But UFC,
seeing somebody get kicked in the face is amazing.
Right, and there's another thing you guys pointed out, or something. It was like you said that UFC is, or I think it was you, that UFC is a lot much more young. You know what I'm saying? Boxing has always been a thing since Ali days. It's always been that sport.
Since the freaking
that
1800s,
gritty, even before that,
1700s,
absolutely. You know, please.
Boxing is not.
They can't hear you.
You need a mic.
The mic.
Yeah, bring that in.
Boxing is not as popular, in my personal opinion.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Yes.
And that's because of the politics that went into it. It's not like.
So what do you mean by that?
That people cherry picking fights and they don't want to fight people in their prime and all that stuff.
Yeah. Floyd did a lot of that shit.
You can't do that in UFC. You gotta. I'm gonna have to see you. Yeah, you gonna get these hands, or you gonna.
It's very hard to throw a UFC fight
in UFC. Like everyone's gonna take a L.
Right.
Like nobody's undefeated. Like except like Silva had that long ass run. He lost because he broke his leg when he fucking kicked it.
Yo, when he faced Weidman. Yeah,
dude, that was disgusting.
His truck, we seen it together,
right? Like an elbow.
When it came back, it was just like flopping. And he tried to stand on it. Oh my God!
It was the L. That was bad. But
we got heavy hitters now in the UFC. Like I watch UFC. I watch boxing, but I watch UFC. Like Adesanya, heavy hitter. He's like Anderson Silva 2.0 in my book. You still got John Jones and light heavy. They definitely got a whole bunch of good heavyweights. I think the differences between UFC and boxing is there is very good contenders in each weight class. And boxing doesn't have it in each weight class.
Yeah, because the middle class
like
after Floyd,
just heavyweights.
After Floyd, I mean, but I do love Canelo. He's actually holding it down. Triple G is solid. As far as light, I think light is Gervonta is carrying it. Boo Boo is kind of making a household name, but the problem is that he's not really getting those fights.
I'm just talking about
tough,
worldwide.
So
and,
also,
but it is.
Boxing is
like personally.
One more thing to add: we care about women's UFC more than we care about women's boxing.
That's facts. That's facts.
Because you want to see
the only person I know
you're trying to see two gals really scrap it out. That's why,
man. Layla Ali was the only female boxer I know.
And
she's talking about like coming out of retirement.
Oh yeah, for homegirl, right? And I just won. Here's another thought. I was online. One of my uncles, he was talking about it. He was like, Wilder is not going to be the same person. Whenever a bully gets knocked down. Like they never come back the same. Here's a good example. What's homegirl from the UFC? That Ronda Rousey. Bullying everybody. She loses two fights.
But thinking about it too,
they start losing confidence.
I'm going to wrestling.
Yeah. Think about it too. Mike Tyson was the same way. That nigga was bullying everybody. Then he got his ass whooped. And then he lost like 6 times after that. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm."
I just thought of an alternate universe
Once you get bullied,
where Ronda Rousey's name was Wendy Williams.
Oh, what?
Wendy was like a whole nigga. Like,
no, I was just trying to think like female MMA fighters. Like, is Wendy Williams an MMA fighter?
That's how bad we don't know. But that forms another question though. Why don't like women's sports is not as popular as
have you ever watched women box? That shit is trash. Yeah. And when I went to go see Boo Boo's fight, there was.
That's just what it is.
I wouldn't say not as athletic. It depends on the sport because actually watching women track is no joke.
Yeah, but it's not basketball.
Volleyball.
Yeah, because you're watching you're watching ass and titties bounce. That's why you like watching those sports.
Volleyball is no joke. Yeah, volleyball.
Badminton.
See you later.
So.
Okay, so we
like. I watched women's volleyball.
Play volleyball in the sand. Yeah, in the sand. Yeah, that shit hard.
Don't act like
when
we don't
they're
watch
in
women's
bathing
volleyball for
suits and their asses are out.
No, I watch it for the sport.
What do you like, the lingerie football leagues too?
What'd you say, bro?
Yeah, I'm like, you like those sports because their ass and titties are out. They're wearing skirts when they're doing tennis.
It's no joke.
It's no joke. Oh no, okay. I'm not saying you are. I just take everything I say with a big spoon of sarcasm.
Nah, I feel what you're saying. But no, women volleyball, I mean, let's be real.
Like I'm sorry. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm a pervert. I'm watching Serena play and I'm just looking at her thighs the whole time.
No,
dude.
she got
if she ever kicked me.
That's the Black Chun-Li right there.
Big fat.
Yeah, she thickums.
She thickums.
It's in the right places too. I'm like, God damn.
47.
I gotta get out of here.
I was just about to say, everybody. So Sam Comfort, man, you having a show? Talk to us one more time with the album dropping.
Social media, Instagram, Twitter at Sam Needs Comfort, Needs with the N. Sam Comfort on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, New York Morning. Collaboration album with Jesse Piff out right now. The Boom Boom Show is my podcast.
Talk your shit.
Yeah, man. I love to disco. I have hella music that's gonna be dropping this year. I'm gonna be performing at FET for Artists on the Rise. There will be an open mic there too. So if you know anyone that wants to jump on there, there's gonna be like some prize and giveaway and shit. Me and Piff will be performing all the tracks from that album. Also, they'll be past then. But yeah, March 14th at FET. Come check us out. Hit me up for tickets and all that.
Let's get on the Boom Boom Show too. We'll show you love, man.
Definitely, dude. Once I freaking get these 2 episodes I have in the vault out, and
you already know.
Bing and bong.
We got Big Rich in the back as well, coming all the way from Detroit. Shout out to him. Yeah. Shout out to you for making it all this way, man. I know you're working, but you're showing us love.
I might pop back up a couple more times.
Say less. We about to get our drinky drink. You know what I'm saying? And you wanna.
Boricua more than a V.
She didn't say shit this whole episode. Is this normally how it goes down?
Nah, really. I think
he was yelling at me.
You were like, I hate this kid.
If it's about sex, she's in it. But
boxing
is
We talked about penises for a good 20 minutes.
She dropped the 2 cents about the circumcision. And all
She was like, penis, daddy. Like, great.
First of all, y'all talking about
that's your guys' female representation.
Don't disrespect me. You will catch this 2-piece no biscuit. Number 1.
That's the real shit. She'll fuck you up.
He fucked up when he said 125 pounds. Listen, my left thigh, my nigga, weighs what you weigh.
I couldn't get out. I was like, yo, y'all gonna let her kill me?
I can't breathe.
Y'all gonna let her kill me?
And here I go.
I wrestled.
And I look
Let's
like
get this
every
thing
little,
on.
I look like every freaking social media person. I'm like, damn.
You motherfucker over there putting the camera on. I'm like, yo.
Let's go viral.
Get this shit on TikTok. You already know, but yes, that was 2 Stupid Dogs. Shout out to everybody listening. Thank you so much.
No, we're not coming. Wait. We gotta plug some shit real quick.
Go ahead.
Listen, follow the fucking YouTube.
Yes, sir.
I mean, all these things, we're everywhere, man. Just come find us.
Yes, and we're
2
working
Stupid
on...
Dogs. And number 2, stupid dogs.
Yep. How you spell
Spelled
dog?
DAWGS.
You're a stupid ass dog.
I'm a big stupid ass dog.
That's why we talk that shit. You know what I'm saying?
2
But
dumbass dogs.
you already
Change the fucking name, dude.
Never. They fuck with us. You already know what it is. But let's send everybody out. 1, 2,
thank
3.
you guys.
I didn't even bark that
Yes.
time. He had the bass.
I think that was me.
Yeah, that was you.
I had a little bass.
Yeah, yo, thank you. I really
You already
do
know.
appreciate it a lot. Oh man.
Appreciate you coming.
Yeah.